Before HTML5, HTTPS, before when a video didn't play in the background of a website, slowing your whole computer down, before the obnoxious ads that warranted you getting an ad blocker, before all of that, there was basic HTML. A simpler time, back in the 90s. Now I know a lot of people can't imagine the internet without YouTube, without Google, without Wikipedia, without Twitter, without all that stuff. But chances are if you're watching this video and know about Windows NT 4.0 and IE2, you have lived through that time. And you probably have very fond memories of that time. And you might want to, some days you might want to go back to that time. I know I do some days. Or you're just a weirdo on the internet. Either way, we're going to browse the ancient internet on an ancient operating system using an ancient web browser. It's going to be a lot of fun. So here we go. Thank you for using Microsoft Internet Explorer on Windows NT 4.0. You can use Microsoft Internet Explorer to browse web pages on your local and /or on the internet. Okay. So scroll down here. 1996 Microsoft Corporation. If we go to help about Internet Explorer, we see here that we have Internet Explorer version 2.0 for Windows NT. So, for those of you who don't know, this was the browser that shipped with Windows NT 4.0. So first things first, we're going to go to google.com. Now, this shouldn't be a shock. Google pretty much works on every web browser ever made, so don't be shocked. So we even have the Google Doodle for today. Sometimes Google logo doesn't load for whatever reason, but here we are. Quite nice, isn't it? So first things first, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, Trout Space Jam, does Space Jam work? Well, we're going to look at that right now. Search that. We get all this garbage up here. This is basically half of the page source loading for whatever reason. And problem 1. Space Jam HTTPS. Yes. Unfortunately, they have updated Space Jam. The absolute mad lads. How could they have done this? If I try to click on it, it will load forever. And ever. And ever. I think this is because of Space Jam 2 coming out in 2021. But they have ruined an internet time capsule. Destroyed it. Because now I think you need at least IE6 or 7, one of those two, in order to view this website. How dare you? However, if we go to images, it looks how it should. Look at this. Now, if you use a modern browser, it's not Google Images isn't going to look like this, but I'm sure most of you remember a time when Google did look like this. So, I compiled a list of websites because most of the videos on YouTube showing this web browser don't really do it justice. Most of the time people just say, oh, it doesn't work with anything except for Google. And that simply is not true. They're not looking for the right type of websites. They're not looking for stuff from the 90s. They're just going to like bbc.com and all that kind of stuff. Of course that's not going to work. So I spent a couple of nights bringing a list of websites together, and I saved them in my favorites, so here we go. So first website we're going to be looking at is The Moment. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, a lot of universities and colleges would have online newspapers. I'm sure most universities still do. So, this came out in December 7th, 1994. This is over 25 years old. So, keep in mind, the person who probably wrote this was like 20 years old at the time. And now they're in their 40s. Stuff like that just is crazy to me. I absolutely love sites like this, though. You know, it's basic, simple, and to the point. So let's click on a link. Right? Fun stuff. Holiday messages. God, please bless me on my finals. God, make sure that that person fills the finals. Pig. Let's have some dead turkeys for Christmas. Al Bundy. Way, Ahmad, Dave, you, Bob, Juan, Paul, do your homework. So yeah. This is pretty much as basic as you can get. It's pretty fun. And one cool thing about the old internet is that you have all these different logos at the bottom. A lot of the times it'd be like, you know, this site is compatible with IE whatever version, or CSS, or, you know, HTML whatever version, or Netscape Navigator, or an IBM logo, or whatever logo people put down here. Oh, it's so nice. So nice. Next site we're going to go to is one of the most toxic websites I have ever seen. This is basically the 90s equivalent of a YouTube comment section. So here we go. The best page in the universe 98. This page is about me and why everything I like is great. If you disagree with anything you find on this page, you are wrong. Oh goodness, this is a guy who wrote this like 13 years old or something. So yeah, look at this. Everything from the 80s sucked. Let's take a read. Nothing of any significance happened during the 80s. That is not true. Everyone had thick, bad hair. That is also not true. And all the music from the 80s is bad. That is also not true. That's your opinion, and in your opinion, is fundamentally wrong. I dreaded the day I'd see hits from the 80s being sold on TV. What hits? From who? Vanilla Ice? It's quite funny actually, because nowadays no one ever says, oh, I saw this on TV. Because most people, you never see commercials anymore. People just skip all the commercials. It's kind of a relic of the past. And yeah, it goes on and on and on. He hates kids, he likes to be lazy, he hates a lot of people. So yeah, maybe take a read through this site if you want to. Honestly, you're not really missing out on much. Next page we're going to go to is Archie's OS2 page. This site pretty much is an epitome of the 90s. You got your nice tiled background, you got a nice picture in the front, you got these nice buttons that used to be on every single page. And here is something very cool. For those of you who are younger, let me show you the link list. Now, one of the cool ways to traverse the web back in the 90s was through Linkless. Now, there were search engines back then like Alta Vista and Ask, but those were not the best. So what a lot of people would do is they'd find cool websites about something they like, for example, like, OS2 or just anything in particular, and they would put a bunch of links to those sites. So you click on that link, and chances are that site would also have a link list. So that was a really cool way to get around the internet back in the day. Unfortunately, most of these links are either too advanced for this browser or they are 404'd. So yeah, look, this site doesn't work anymore. This site also, IBM.com. Oh, IBM has updated this site quite a bit, so it's not going to work. So unfortunately, most of these don't work. Stuff like this just makes me wonder, what was this like back in 1997? I wish I could just go back for one day and just surf the internet. It'd be very, very interesting. Next page we're going to go to is CJAS Newsletter Archives Fushigi Yugi. You're going to notice that most of the sites that have been preserved or still up are either anime related or Doom related, because those are apparently two really popular things from the 90s. So this website, basically, someone would summarize an episode of an anime or have their general opinion on it. So, for example, we click on Open into Infinity Fushigi. Click on here, and this is by, I'm going to butcher this name, Ayesha Sakura Ahmed. At the beginning of the page, at the turning of the page, the words become reality, and the story begins. Fushigi Yugi, meaning mysterious play, is a story of a young girl, Miyaka Yugi. So you kind of get where this is going. It's basically summarizing the plot of Fushigi Yugi. So we just click on here. And here we have a lot more, newsletters pertaining to certain anime. So we got My Goddess, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Legend of Galactic Heroes, never heard of that one. And yeah, quite good. Oh, Marmalade Boy, I like that one. And here we are. We got some from 1995 from Kisu Sung. Click that. So, Marmalade Boy, yes, it's a funny title. Tells the story of Miki Koshikawa. I might go back to read some of this stuff someday, but it's quite interesting. Next is theparticle.org. So we'll go to home, and this is a website that is still updated today. As you see, March 30th, 2020. What is this site about? Internet is becoming more and more polluted with junk mail, people selling stuff, and businesses which don't know. I'm terrible at reading if you couldn't tell. But yeah, here we go. March 19th, 2020. Uh-oh. March 18th. About 90% of the folks at JFK are wearing face masks. So basically, he's talking about the you-know-what that's going on right now. But now we are going to... Well, actually, I'll show you around this site a little bit. This guy basically does updates about his life. And this site's kind of all over the place. He has like links to here, games, downloads, talks about a lot of programming. But we are going to download something using this web browser. So, do MIDI music. Here we go. Let's download the bunny theme. So we'll right click, save target as, save that on the desktop. Did it save? I guess it did. I thought it would show something first, but anyway. Click on this and enjoy. Alright, so yeah, we successfully downloaded something using Internet Explorer version 2 in 2020. Oh my goodness me, isn't that great? Next. This is an ancient website. Look at this. Look at this. This is what you call a sexy website. Fushigi Yugi, the universe of 4 gods. Last updated August 5th, 1999. So there's quite some funny stuff on here actually, so yeah. Oh, another cool thing is that people would often put updates that they make to their websites. Normally on the homepage. So yeah. Getting Fushigi Yugi stuff. I found this really, really funny actually. So your options for getting various Fushigi stuffs are buy it from Pioneer. Pioneer has acquired the right to Fushigi Yugi TV episodes and released them in the US beginning in fall of 1998. Current information, July 5th, 1998, indicates that it will be released both subbed and dubbed. Oh my goodness me. Number 2, go to Japan. Number 3, use mail order stores. So this is basically one of the first, I guess, things of saying, oh, just buy it online. Visit a Japanese bookstore like Kinokuniya. Oh my goodness. So basically what this is saying is, you gotta go outside. Nowadays with Amazon, eBay, and all these different proxy sites, you can just sit down on your butt and have it come to you. But back in the 90s, you actually had to get out of your house and get this stuff physically. Remember, back in the day, the streaming wasn't a thing online. You would actually have to buy anime. Nowadays, the only people who buy anime are elitists who think they're better than other people for buying that kind of stuff. But back in the day, you had to actually buy stuff and spend some cash. Those were kind of dark times. Alright, any other sites I want to visit? Oh, here's a cool one. So, Angelfire sites actually work. I didn't mention this yet, but GeoCities and tripod sites, oh my goodness, it didn't work. Oh no. Oh no. It's supposed to work. What is going on? We'll be right back real soon. Okay, we are back. Sorry for that technical difficulty. This site didn't want to load for some reason, so like with Google, you get all this garbage up here. Scroll down. Build a free website of your own on Angelfire, and here we go. Momono Hunter Yoko. We have some animation cells. So OVA 6. Oh, this was a good episode. Click on here. There we are. Here's a picture. Isn't that nice? Very nice. Another picture right here. Also very nice. And last site we'll try to visit is, if I read that right, Margolia's Marmalade Boy page. If it loads. There we are. And yes, a little bit of a taste of the ancient internet. Unfortunately, this was all that I could find. I'm sure all the Angelfire sites work actually. If we go to Google real quick. Search here. Let's try and find Bouncy Buddy. Bouncy Buddy Angelfire. Let's see if that will actually work. That would be pretty good if that could work. Click. Oh my goodness me. It works. Oh god. For those of you who have seen Vine Sauce, or Joel from Vine Sauce, sorry. Oh yeah, look at this. That's a pretty good way to end the video, actually. So I'm going to end off with this. Would I recommend browsing the ancient internet? Absolutely. It's cool to see how far the internet has come. So yeah. That's all I can say for this video. And anyway, more videos like this coming soon. So see you later.